Welcome to the 19th furry interview I am doing. This time it is Koya. The usual stuff down below, all her social media, so you can follow her on there, down below. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. Anyway, like and subscribe if you want to. I hope you enjoy.
I found a furry fandom actually pretty long ago, like 7-8 years ago. It was when I first joined Deviantart because I always really liked to draw, and that was the time around when I got my first drawing tablet. So the first thing I did was joining Deviantart, and that's where I found a lot of art, fur-related art, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I really like that because I always used to draw animals anyway. So yeah, and there was a place I found a few fursuiters there too, and yeah, to be honest, I found them a bit weird at first, because that was the first time I saw them, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty weird. But yeah, I got used to it, and I got grown to it, and here I am.
Oh, cool. What were your first thoughts on the fandom?
Yeah, when I first saw them, and I saw a few pictures of them being at fursuit conventions, I found them a bit weird. Like, I didn't really know why would you want to do this, or why would you want to dress up as an animal. But I kind of got into these fursuit dance videos, and I thought that, yeah, this is pretty cool. I really like that because I always was into dance and stuff like that. So I started to watch them, and I got hooked, and I started to really like these costumes.
Oh, nice. Did you tell your family and friends that you were a furry, and what happened? Well, what was their reaction when you did?
Well, to be honest, my parents don't really know what a furry is because I'm from Hungary, and the furries are not really well known there. So a lot of people don't know about them at all. So my parents were like, yeah, whatever. I don't know what it is. But I actually made my fursuit. I didn't really count it as a fursuit because it was basically a paper mask made from stuff I found at home, and I think my parents always knew that I was pretty creative, so they were like, cool. They didn't really care about it, and I'm pretty sure they don't know it even now that I'm making these costumes. They think these are like mascots or just random costumes, so they are totally fine with it.
Oh, that's good. Why did you want to become a furry?
It was always really appealing for me that everybody's very friendly and everybody's very creative. I always liked the art. That was like a huge part of me that I really liked about it. It was always something I like to do. So I was like, yeah, I want to do this too. I'm already drawing anyway, so making furry characters wasn't really much of a difference for me. Yeah.
Right. What is your persona?
My persona is a ringtail lemur. She actually started out as a normal lemur, but then she was like kind of a dragon and a lemur hybrid, and that's when I created my fursuit too. So that's why she had like really sharp teeth or really long ears. But her form right now is just a lemur.
Oh, nice. Have you experienced any furry hate? Like, people saying, oh, we should be allowed to hunt furries. Have you experienced any of that?
Not really, to be honest. There was a few times when we went out just by ourselves to walk around in a fursuit, and there happened to be people shouting one or two things, but like that's all. I bet if somebody doesn't know furries, looking at a big lemur walking on the street is pretty weird. So I understand that.
Yeah, that would be.
Otherwise, not really.
All right. Is anyone in your family a furry? Like anyone else?
Kind of. My sister is. She is pretty small though. She's just turning 11, but kind of I'm dragging her into the furry fandom,
Ooh.
and she likes it. So she already has a fursuit or two that I helped her create, and
Okay.
she does draw a lot. So she is pretty creative. So I think she's really liking the fandom, at least the parts she saw of it, because she's not like super into it yet.
Oh, that's nice. Who made your fursuit?
I did.
Oh, that's good.
It was the first one I made actually last year.
Okay. How long have you been in the fandom?
Probably for like 6 or 7 years, something like that. But I've been actually more active for like 2 years, because before that I've been just lurking around, looking at the stuff, looking at cool fursuits and art. I wasn't really involved in any of that. It was like 2 years ago. That's when I started to join groups and started to reach out more to make friends, get to know people.
All right, that's good. What other fandoms are you in?
Not much, really. I don't think I'm really into any else.
Okay. Which furries do you look up to?
But there's a few I really like, because I was mostly into the dance part in the beginning. I really like Mangusu. I think he was the first one I saw, and I really liked. And I really like fursuit dancers. Really, they are the ones I roughly follow. Otherwise, there's I don't know, because I follow a lot of people. I follow dancers. I follow fursuit makers. So there's like hundreds I follow. I couldn't really list them all.
Okay. Well, that's all the questions done. Thank you for doing this
All
interview with
right.
me.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem.